Hello and welcome to Nerding and Hoarding's bedtime story for synth nerds. The quick and dirty vocoder, a first step towards a digitally controlled analog speech synthesizer. Today I'm going to take you on a journey through sound, specifically into the world of vocoders. But not just any vocoder, a super simple bare bones version that serves as a stepping stone towards something bigger, a digitally controlled analog speech synthesizer. My name is Nerding and Hoarding. I'm from the YouTube channel Nerding and Hoarding. Quick and dirty DIY electronics, where we build circuits that make sound, light up and sometimes misbehave. But that's the beauty of DIY electronics, isn't it? Now, what is a vocoder? Simply put, it's a tool that takes one sound, usually a speech, and splits it up into different frequency bands and uses that information to modulate another incoming sound. This is how robots talk. It's how Daft Punk sings. It's how we can transform any simple sound into something far more interesting and dynamic. But instead of diving into complex digital algorithms or high-end sound processors, today we're building an analog vocoder. And I'm keeping it super simple with just 7 frequency bands and only the essentials. And what is the goal? To see if we can capture the basic characteristics of speech using minimal number of components. So what is the first thing that we will do? To start off, we need to break our voice into chunks or frequency bands. Speech is full of different frequencies, from the deep rumble of the vocals to the crisp, high-pitched fricates of consonant sounds like S and F. A vocoder separates those frequencies so we can manipulate each one independently. In this design, we can use 7 bands, each one targeting key regions of the vocal spectrum. From deep lows around 200 Hz for the pitch and fundamentals to mid-range frequencies around 1 kHz where vowel sounds live, and higher frequencies like 4 kHz and above, which captures the clarity and the sharpness of speech. We'll achieve this using simple RC filters. These passive components, resistors and capacitors, are the unsung heroes of circuit designs. These simple RC filters allow us to split sounds across different frequency ranges, elegant and simplicity. You can calculate these frequencies with a basic formula. No fancy tools required, and trust me, these calculations might look complex at first, but once you get the hang of these, it's like unlocking a secret language between you and your circuit. Step 2, the envelope detection. Once we've split the signal into several bands, sort of like this, but these will have different values and all of that, but whatever. Then we need to know how strong each band is at any given moment. This is where envelope detection comes in. The envelope is like a map of how the volume of each frequency band changes over time. We need some basic components here too. Some diodes. So just a diode to sort of, and then we make just a low pass filter here. And low pass filter we do it like this, of course. Everyone knows how to make low pass filter. And then we pass this into a vector right here. I will write it here. Vac. You know what a vector is? Don't you know what a vector is? Of course you know what a vector is. It comes in here light like this, and then sort of controls the resistance between here. So things you can find in any electronic hobbyist kit. The key to smoothing the signal out just enough so that we can capture the dynamics without being too slow or too fast. That way it follows the voice naturally. So probably we should have a control over this filter here so we can set the vectoral, and we of course need to control maybe the incoming voltage here on that goes to the wait a minute. Yes, we need sort of maybe we will have an amplifier here, sort of quite simple, just a non-inverting amplifier here that we can control. So sort of passive, so we will just take a sort of what is it called? Potentiometer. You know what a potentiometer is? Yes. So here we take the voice. So v o e. What are you saying? There's a writing tool in this tool? No, there's not. All right, and then that sort of gets split up between all of these. But can one of these drive 7 vectors? We have to test that. So anyway, so where are we? Step 3, modulating the carrier signal. So the carrier signal is coming in here. So it's usually comes from a synthesizer keyboard where you play the specific note. And here I've chosen to use a square wave and a noise and mix them together to get that as a basics, because this sounds these need to be sort of noise based, I think, but they are probably in the very high frequency bands. So anyway, where were we? Step 3, modulating the carrier signal using vectorals. This is where the magic happens. Once we know the strength of each frequency band, we can use that information, or rather that voltage, which we control. Basically, we have basically made a CV here. So there's a CV for you. We can use this information to modulate or shape yet another signal. For this project, I'm using vectorals as voltage-controlled amplifiers, VCAs. Vectorals are beautifully simple. They consist out of a light-emitting diode and a light dependent resistor right here. Let's write that because that's important to know. LDR, not HLDR. It sounds like HDLM. Yes, and then these are sort of just put inside some plastic here. It's super simple. It's super like wonderful, you know. And then you take something in here, and you need to also have a little resistor here. Yes, but this little resistor will be there. So, but anyways, we fry it, and then we have a ground there. So, and then we have 7 of these, you know, like this. 1, 2, 3, and so on. And we take the signal that comes here, and we will maybe somehow make a summary of these. I don't remember exactly how. If we need to have an inverting amplifier here, maybe we need to have an inverting. I don't remember exactly, but probably, because then we have something to compare everything to. And that's very good, because is it like this? I don't remember. Yeah, it is like this. And then we have a potentiometer here. Or do we need a potentiometer? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's just take a potentiometer because they're quite cheap. So we just put one of them here, and then sort of like this, and yes, like this, and then when you have an inverting amplifier, you need to have 2 because you're inverting the signal, so you need to invert it back again, and just like this, and sorry about that. Yes, and you can't do simply like that. You have to also take resistors, but that's quite quickly. You just take a one here and a one there, and yeah, we are on our merry way. We are actually having. So this is the basic layout here. Yes. So Vactrals are beautifully simple. They consist out of one light emitting diode and a light dependent resistor. As the LED shines, changes brightness. The LDR changes its resistance, controlling how much of our synthesized sound passes through. Yes, and we will also need, yes, this will not be, of course, 5. It will be more sort of in the range of 1 mega here. Yes, and we will there, and then in order to make it better, we need to have like a voltage divider here. So maybe something to ground here, like this. You see, and then maybe it will control how much comes out here, so that will be really great. By using vectors, we eliminate the need for complicated voltage control amplifiers. You know, they can be sort of 100 components or something. They are crazy, you know. This is just one component. The LED is controlled by the envelope of our voice, and the thing that we call envelope, it's just this thing right. No, sorry, it's just this thing right here. Excuse me, sorry. Just let me just introduce myself. No, this is the envelope, as they call it, the envelope. So, n, v. There is no letters that you can write with in this particular program, so you have to do like this. The LDR changes the volume of the corresponding frequency band in our carrier signal. It's a neat and effective way to do analog modulating. Well, I'm not really comfortable with this modulation. What we are actually modulating is only the volume. So it's basically volume control. Step 4, summing it all up. Yes, but I already did that, so you know. Anyway, now that each frequency band is modulated, we need to sum them together. For that, we need an op-amp circuit that combines the different signals into a single output. This output is our vocoder sound, where the voice frequencies are imprinted into the synthesizer's tone. The end result? A blend of both the carrier's harmonic richness and the spectral imprint of the human voice. Why keep it simple? Now you might ask, why do we do such a quick and dirty way? Why not use high-end components and more sophisticated methods? Here's the thing. Simplicity teaches you the heart of the system. By building something minimal, you feel the way a vocoder works. Every resistor, every capacitor is you. You understand the role in the splitting, shaping, and reconstructing of the sound. In the world of DIY electronics, not everything needs to be perfect or polished. Sometimes the beauty lies in seeing the imperfections, in hearing the slightly quirky way a simple circuit behaves. It's a reminder that technology is not just about getting things right. It's about experimenting, learning, and playing. Closing thoughts. This is just the first step. Today we build a 7-band analog vocoder using minimal components, a stepping stone towards a more complex project, where we will try to get the microcontroller to control these spectral parts of the, instead of having the speech control the envelope, we have sort of control voltage from another source. So, but I hope that you see today inspires you to start experimenting and keep experimenting. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, and we at Nerding and Hoarding made this little bedtime story for you as a beginning of this thing that we will actually build. So, because this video is not so long yet, I will just sort of keep going with another text that is a little bit more technical in its constitution. So, let's see here. Just a second and I will show you some more. You think I should change my voice? No, this is the way that the speaker speaks all the time. You know, when I am at the supermarket, I say, "Hello there. Can you give me 1 kilo of potatoes? Because I'm going to make some mashed potatoes this evening, you see." Yes, that's definitely the way I speak all the time. All the fucking time, all the fucking time. All right. So human speech consists out of a basic vibration that is going through complex bandpass filters with some kind of strange things in the throat, and then in the mouth, and they so you can say oh yeah, and you hear that? The voice is so beautiful, so beautiful. Anyway, there are seven. No, wait a minute. There are um, some fondants, something called fondants. Let's see here. Let me just read this. It's better, Reading is much better than doing something else. Oh, I fuck. Oh, my foot slipped. I. Wee. All right. So, we will construct a 7-channel analog vocoder using minimal part count. We will employ passive filter banks for band splitting and small numbers of operational amplifiers for signal processing and buffering, and Vactrols as our voltage-controlled amplifiers. And to be more specific, we will divide this signal into 7 frequency bands, and they will be as follows. The first band is, let's see, first band is 100 to 300 hertz, and we will achieve this by, wait a minute, how did you calculate that right here? Yes. All right, so then we will have a, all right, now we actually gonna do something here. So let's see here, what is the low pass filter will have 159 kilo ohms there, and this will be 0.01 like that, and then this will also be the same value, 10 nanofarads, but this will be 59. So this gives us this will give us so let's test this one to see just what it can do. Very simply, down here. Oh, so interesting. I'll just put it like here, like this, and no, why does it do that? Freaking frack. Okay, yes. So let's just look at this. What will it give? View in the no scope, and then properties, and also plot the spectrum like that. So let's look at this. How does it look? Okay, you can run now. Okay, you cannot draw a square in this program, unfortunately. All right, you can run now. Did I do more wire loops? Oh, I'm so sorry. Shouldn't have done that. So this is a very picky program, unfortunately, but it's very good. So now, please, how many more did I do? Did I do any more? Yes, over here and over here. All right, so now it's going. It's going, but is it really going? I don't know. What do you think? Yes, there we go. So this is going to be a filter that we supposedly will filter out everything above 300 and everything below 100. So I'm not so sure about exactly how one is to interpret such things, but it looks, maybe if we do like this instead, it's better. All right, so look at this. How does this look to you? To me, it looks like sort of a mess, real mess, real fucking mess. But you know, that's just me. I'm not an expert, especially not at this kind of things right here. What am I doing? I'm just destroying everything. Yes, you are. You're so stupid. No, look at what I'm looking at. That's the problem. Yes, 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 I see. So I'm not exactly sure if I did this correctly, but no, I'm very much insecure about this. I think it's fucking shit right here, I would say. Fucking shit. It looks like fucking shit to me. How does it look to you? Oh, I get so tired when something is confusing me. All right. Anyway, hope you liked the video, and I will keep on doing more of this video later because now I get confused. But you get the basic idea here, hopefully. Well, not maybe, but this goes. This goes to. No, wait a minute. This. I forgot. But anyway, it's a cool thing, and you should definitely check it out. And stay tuned, and we will make some magic together. And we can talk like robots. Bye bye.